This was the most foolish military operation in human history. It was also the deadliest airborne mission in World War II. The Allies deployed over 8,000 transport aircraft to airdrop 35,000 troops in a surprise assault on German rear positions. The operation was called Market Garden, but as soon as the planes entered Dutch airspace, they were ambushed by heavy German anti-aircraft fire. 50 transport planes were hit on the spot, trailing black smoke as they plunged toward the ground. Before the troops even landed, the number of casualties had already exceeded 1,000. One glider took a direct hit. The pilot was gravely wounded. The co-pilot fought hard to stabilize the glider, and quickly tried to pull the release lever, but the damaged wing made it impossible to detach. Thinking fast, the co-pilot rolled the glider to the left, increasing the tension on the tow cable to its limit. Once the angle passed 60 degrees, he pulled the lever again and finally released the glider. The glider instantly began to lose altitude, diving through the formation of friendly aircraft. The co-pilot struggled to keep it steady. Any small mistake could result in a fatal collision. The glider plunged toward the ground and crashed into the reeds by the river. Thanks to the cushioning effect of the water, the glider didn't explode. Allied soldiers quickly lifted the wounded pilot and rushed toward the designated rally point, but just as they were about to leave, they spotted a German patrol boat approaching. The team hid at the edge of the reeds and narrowly avoided being discovered. Not daring to linger, they dragged the pilot and ran toward the riverbank. There, they asked a local fisherman in a small hut, and finally learned that the rally point was across the river. The Germans had already seized all the ferries, and the land routes were packed with heavily armed German troops. One wrong step could get them riddled with bullets. The Allied soldiers had to keep walking along the river, in search of anything they could use to cross. Eventually, they found an abandoned village, and located a house that was still intact. They quickly carried the wounded pilot into a bedroom to rest. Then they split up to search the area for a boat. The co-pilot and another teammate returned first, but to their shock, they saw a rubber raft sitting at the front door. This could only mean one thing. German troops had already entered the house.